up the grip of our mind. And we're going to do that by actually using the muscles of our face, which might sound a strange way to do it, but research shows that when we're thinking, there's actually activation in our jaws and in all the tiny muscles around our eyes, because we're effectively visualizing in our minds and the scene or the places and things as we're thinking of ideas, and we're reliving things, or we're projecting. Our eye muscles and our eyes are actually activated as part of that process. And equally, our jaw and that kind of almost internal talking that we do of narrating to ourselves about what's going on, or talking ourselves through, or almost talking out loud, talking in our minds as if we were in a scenario. Again, there's a subtle activation in the jaw and the muscles around the jaw and the tongue. And when we consciously focus on letting the muscles in those two areas soften and relax, and I'll guide you through that, we actually turn off our mind, which is a really powerful hack if you've got a mind that likes to just be constantly on the go. So it's a really simple practice, and it's something that you can actually do maybe if you're driving along and you realize you're caught in rumination, or you're going around, you're doing jobs around the house, or you're at your desk, or you're in the office, wherever you are. If you find yourself stuck in thinking, it's a place you can put your attention to kind of turn off the thinking without having to actually engage with the thoughts and kind of get in a wrestling match with them. So it's a really handy way of undermining that thinking and letting it just dissolve. So let's do some thinking dissolving. And there's only two things to know. The first is that you just need to find an active but relaxed posture. So not so active that you're really concentrating, because like I just described, we kind of almost end up activating muscles in our body as if we were about to do something. So we want to not do that, but we also don't want to be so relaxed that we're not really paying attention, because that's training of our attention, choosing where to put it. That's actually one of the fundamental parts of our meditation practice. It's what allows our meditation to be a way for reprogramming how we do things. So instead of our mind bouncing wherever it wants to go, we're choosing where it goes. So I'm going to invite you to do that. And the second thing is around your thoughts. Thoughts are going to show up when you meditate, and that's absolutely okay. And the goal of trying to have an empty mind is not really the goal of meditation. The goal of meditation is to notice. So notice when your mind wants to take you off to something you've got to do later today, or tells you that you can't do this anymore, and God, I'm so rubbish at meditation. Notice those, and then just bring your attention back. That's it. And no judging of yourself, no beating yourself up. And even just that process of letting go of that judging of yourself is part of training your mind not to do it. So in your eyes open life, as you're going through your day and you're just not really thinking about, you're not really conscious of what's going on, that training that we do in our meditation practice of bringing our attention where we want it, letting go of judgment, and being gentle with our minds and with ourselves, it all starts to permeate into other parts of our lives. And it's that subtle shift that we're building, that ability to do that. So with that in mind, I invite you to find a soft position, a comfortable position, and gently close down your eyes. And you might already be noticing the sounds of the birds where I am today. Maybe there's sounds in the room that you're in. Maybe you can hear the sounds of your body, or the gurglings of your house, or noises outside. Just notice sounds as you turn your attention inwards. Notice how the sounds land in your ears, almost as if you were just allowing them to come in, letting those sounds momentarily be the focus of your attention as you turn inwards. Just let your body soften and relax. There's nowhere else to go right now. There's nothing else that you need to do. Just being right here, exactly where you're supposed to be. And just notice your body breathing. Notice if your mind tries to immediately take control of your breath when you focus on it, and just see if you can let the breath just rise and fall on its own. Your body knows how to breathe, can do it for you. So that part of you that is nothing to do with your body and your breath and your thoughts and your sensations, that part can just watch the body breathing. We don't always have contact with that part. But see if you can just notice that part of you that's noticing. Your body rises as you breathe in, and it falls as you breathe out. Rising and falling. Just let your body breathe. Notice that your body can let go and be supported by the chair underneath you. Just let go of any muscles that are holding on in your body. Just let yourself be supported. And gently push down through your feet for a moment into the ground, and just notice the activation of the muscles in your legs, and then let them go, let the muscles go. Do that a couple of times, just pushing down the feet, feeling that activation all the way up the backs of the legs, maybe into the hips, maybe even a little bit into the back of the spine. Just notice your body right here. And we're going to bring your attention now to the inside of your face. So feeling the sensations on the inside of your face, the muscles of your jaw, the cheeks, the forehead, just noticing for now. Noticing if there's any subtle tension, any slight frowning, a slight grinding of the teeth. See if you can amplify that just for a moment. So just pulling the teeth together, scrunching the face up as if there was a central point at your nose and everything was kind of pulling into that central point, tensing up. You can hear in my voice that tensing up of the face. You can feel it right into the ears and the neck, and then let it go, just as if you were letting go of a string that had pulled all the muscles to that one point, and just let it go. Let all of the muscles go in the face, the jaw, forehead. Like a piece of paper that's been scrunched up and then released, or a piece of fabric that's scrunched up and released, and then it smooths back out. Continuing to smooth back out, as if the face was getting wider, spreading out across the cheeks, the sides of the face, and in the forehead. Imagining in the forehead there's a tiny flower, a bud of a flower. Maybe it's your favorite flower. Maybe it's a rose. Maybe it's a white rose. Or any color. And as you focus your attention on your forehead for a moment, on that bud, that delicate bud, imagine it opening. And as it opens and softens the forehead even more. And that opening and softening includes the eyebrows. And it spreads down to the muscles, the very tiny muscles around the top of the eye socket. So just underneath where the bone of the eye socket surrounds each eye, imagining this opening of this bud, this flower, sending that softening into those spaces above the eyes. Feeling the left eye just below that socket bone around the eyebrow, a softening of the eye socket in that left eye. And feeling that spreading now around to the bottom of the eye, to the underneath eye socket, that imagining where the bone of the eye socket surrounds the eye now, the whole eye on that left side, softening all of those muscles that sit underneath the eye, into the corner of the eye, on the outside, in the corner of the eye on the inside. So the left eye is completely soft. Every muscle has just gradually softened and released. Moving over to the right side, to the muscles just underneath the eyebrow and that eye socket, the bone of the eye socket. Feeling all of those muscles releasing with that opening of the flower in your forehead. You can imagine a color flooding and suffusing through the face too. Those muscles, those tiny, holding on above the eye, feeling it soften and let go. The eyelid, and then round and down underneath the right eye now. The muscles that just along that eye socket bone in the skull. Letting go of all of those tiny muscles under the eye. Softening the eye, just being softened from the muscles, so it can sit more gently in the eye socket. There's no tension, it's completely relaxed. Into the left corner, into the corner of the eye on the inside, the corner of that right eye on the outside. So the eyes feel bigger with that softening of all of those muscles, that both eyes now deeply relaxed. The eyelids just held in place by the weight of the lid itself. No muscle activation. Both eyes are just completely deactivated, as if all of the power is gone out of every muscle. They're just soft and warm and feeling really comfortably relaxed. And that warm, soft release spreads down underneath the nose to the top of the jaw, above the top teeth. So you can almost feel that inside your face, the jaw is softening. The top jaw losing any need to move and spreading round from the front of the mouth and the jaw down to the corners of the mouth and out beyond the mouth to the jawline as it spreads across underneath the cheeks, connecting to that point just below the ears and next to the ears. Feeling a softening across that whole expanse of the face. And as it softens, it releases the cheeks so they can relax further into the face. Adding to that softening around the eyes as there's nothing holding that part of the face. And then down from that corner point at each jaw, spreading down to the lower jaw. Perhaps the mouth gently falls open as all of the muscles that hold that jaw in place release, relax, soften. Letting the jaw be soft and loose. Really notice the chin, the weight of the chin releasing, the top lip, the bottom lip, releasing and softening. And inside the jaw into the lower jaw, on the inside of the teeth and the gums where the tongue rests heavy in the mouth. Let the tongue become super heavy, super relaxed. The tongue all the way to the back of the tongue where it connects at the back of the mouth and the throat. Letting it become heavy and soft, feeling the warmth and feeling how as that jaw softens and the tongue softens, there's a release of tension throughout the rest of the face. And it spreads through the whole body as your whole mouth, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, all release. Feeling the shoulders relax. Feeling the chest relax. The breath slowly making its way down to the belly. The hips relax. Down into the legs and the knees. Down the lower parts of the legs and all the way down to the feet. That release in the face, allowing a release in the whole body. Your arms heavy by your side, the shoulders relaxed. And as we come towards the end of our eyes closed time today, we'll take some deeper breaths, bringing some energy back into the body so that muscles and the spine and all of the architecture of the body can be active again, have energy returning, but without bringing in tension. So just using the muscles that we need in any moment, not recruiting anything extra. So breathing in through your nose really firmly, filling up the lungs. Sighing sighing out through the mouth. And just taking a couple of more breaths where you breathe in deeply. Feel the body coming back to life and sighing out through the mouth, returning a little bit of movement as you take a few more breaths like that. So breathing in, imagining bringing energy up through the feet, all the way up through the body, opening up through the chest, back into the face, and just noticing that softness remaining in the face. As you gently blink open your eyes, notice the ease with which your eyes can look out, that the tension that you were completely unaware of around the eyes is just eased through your attention, and the jaw can feel like it can move a little more easily, as though you'd be able to express yourself a little bit more clearly, a little bit more smoothly, just through your attention. Taking a final stretch and hopefully ready to start your day.